the douchebag hat is going on. What's up guys, it's Ed from TechSource and welcome to Setup Wars episode 40 Potato Edition, where I go over the worst setups that I've received on Setup Wars. Now, before all of the hate and dislikes and unsubscribing happens, I just have to tell you guys that I'm doing this for fun and everything I say in this video should not be taken seriously. I kind of want to take a break from the usual Setup Wars every single Monday and kind of just have a little fun. So with that being said, for me being an asshole in this episode, the person with the worst setup will receive $100. And there will be a straw poll link down below so you guys can actually vote. So yeah, $100 isn't that much, but it's still something towards their next purchase. Let the setup wars begin. Never pay full price for games ever again, guys. G2A offers the cheapest CD keys you can find anywhere. Check them out by clicking on the link below. So anything I recommend in this episode will be linked down below. So your 5 unlucky contestants for this week are Mason, Shri Harib, Mitchell, Rick, and Abdul Rahman. Abdul. Congratulations for making it to Setup Wars Potato Edition. Starting strong, we have Mason with a laptop setup. We have an HP Stream 13 laptop, a Red Dragon keyboard and mouse with some Logitech speakers on the sides. We also have an Anker USB hub on the desk and some unsolved Rubik's Cubes on the side. Now, I'm no expert, but I would think that the 2x2 Rubik's Cube should be very easy to solve, no? Cable management is, I mean, you did try to wrap it around one of the legs, so A for effort? I seriously can't figure out what's worse, the actual setup or the quality of the pictures. I know recommending things are kind of pointless for this episode due to budget reasons, obviously, but I'm gonna do it anyways. A pencil tray can definitely help keep some of that stuff off of the desk. In fact, there's a perfect spot for it down there. A cable box is perfect to keep most of those bulky cables in, and some Velcro straps can definitely help you tie the cables together. Other than those, thank you Mason for being the first victim. This next setup from Shri Harib takes the word budget into new levels, but at least he has a monitor for crying out loud. We have a 16-inch Acer monitor, which isn't even 1080p. It's a 1366 by 768 display. It looks like it's on top of an amplifier of some sort. We also have a Logitech K200 keyboard and a terabyte optical mouse. I was gonna comment on how terabad the cable management was, but I'm still distracted by the cloth on the table. I mean, this shit has strawberries on it. First and foremost, get rid of that amplifier or whatever the hell that is under your monitor and get a very simple and clean monitor riser. You can also cut holes in that beautiful tablecloth and run your wires underneath it towards the back of your setup. I'm sure your parents won't mind a few holes in that. I also strongly recommend placing the power strip under the table since that can be a serious fire hazard, and picking up a cable box can definitely make sure that no one sees the power strip. I would also remove all the cables and work on a better wiring job. I see potential of running them alongside one or even both of the legs using Velcro straps and cable clips. An actual mouse pad would be nice, and maybe a real phone stand instead of that self-made piece of crap you call a phone stand. I see potential, not gonna lie. Thank you Shri for entering. Alright, Mitchell is next up. How much worse can it really get? Alright, so we have two 23-inch Gateway monitors. Are you serious? Guys, he has the same exact monitors. Oh my god. We also have a Logitech G510S keyboard and a Red Dragon M901 mouse on top of a large coaster. Hanging from the monitor is the Turtle Beach Air Force PX22 headset, and also we have a Blue Snowball mic without a tripod resting on top. Cable management is surprisingly the best in this episode so far, so congrats on that. Although it can definitely be improved with maybe mounting the power strip on the roof of the desk and using some 3M tape, but I see that you at least tried to bring them together. However, the cable management in the PC is pretty bad. I mean, you have all of that space in there that's going to waste. And finally, the monitors. What in God's name? I know you don't use them like that. It's just not practical. I would recommend a headphone hanger, but you have no place for them. But what I do recommend, if you want to use both of the monitors the right way, is a wooden plank that extends off the table. That way you have some space to put the monitors side by side. Not the worst setup I have seen. Fix some of that stuff and the setup would be just okay. Thank you for entering. Abdel is next up with another laptop setup. Christ. We have a Samsung Core i3 laptop, a Goldfinch keyboard, and HP mouse with a pair of HP speakers. I think that Blue Yeti microphone is the most expensive piece of tech you have on that table of yours. At first I thought I was looking at the back of your desk, but no, it's the front. Not sure why there are a bunch of cables hanging around, but if possible, I would get rid of those and maybe route them in the back instead. I like the convenience of the power strip being on the desk, but as a safety measure, I would put it on the ground. I do see that you have a drawer, so maybe install a pencil drawer inside there with some 3M tape underneath. At least this way you can keep most of the stuff in there without cramping the desk surface. But yeah, that's all I got. Thank you, Abdel, for entering. So that's for this episode of Setup Wars. What? There's more? Last but certainly not least, we have Rick with another laptop setup. So it doesn't look like we have much on here. A 13-inch MacBook Air laptop, a Roccat mouse, and a pair of Jabra Revo wireless headphones hanging from an IKEA lamp. Cable management is, oh wow. Okay, cable management is pretty good actually. Okay, I think that's it. Not really sure why I put this setup in here. Sadly, it's the best setup in this episode. Oh, I know why I put this in here. I bet you my entire channel that the total cost of that MacBook is not only way more than the 350 PC that I built recently, but it will also be outperformed by the PC as well, and you would still have extra money to buy a monitor and other gear. That's why I put that in this episode. So that's for this episode of Setup Wars. I hope you're still subscribed to the channel. If you are, there is a straw poll link down below as I promised. The worst setup will receive $100. So yeah, that's basically it. Winner or loser, I should say, will be announced on my Twitter and Instagram account, so follow me there if you guys want to know who lost. That's it. Thank you guys so much. If you guys enjoyed the potato edition, I guess let me know by leaving a like. I probably won't do these for probably for a long time, but anyways, let me know. Drop your comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video.